Our county commissioners work hard on our behalf, and they have prepared an end-of-year report. And our commissioners are here. Dale Schwab, Dale, if you give a wave. Hope Getz is here. Hope wave as well. And John is prepared to give us a report from his perspective on the end-of-year report from the county. John, thank you for coming. And
thank you very much, Tom. I appreciate it. Good morning, everyone. Can you all hear me? Yes. Excuse me for using some notes, but I know Norm Happel's here, and he's going to hold me to every last figure right down to the penny, including 1,000th of 1%. He caught something in the middle, Levy. It was 1,000th of 1%. Norm, where are you? Take a bow. There you are.
That was a good question, too.
Yes, it was, Norm. Congratulations.
Thank you for paying me for it.
Yes. And by the way, you can spread that money around. I only had one coin in my pocket. It was a quarter. And I think it will affect Norm by 1/2 of 1%. This morning I'd like to hit on several items. First of all, this will be a year-end report, and I want to clear up some misstatements that people have made over the years. And the Denver Post has not done Elbert County a favor. On September 16th, there was an article that appeared in the Denver Post that had two very, very inaccurate statements. The first dealt with why our budget officer left the county, and the statement was that she left because we closed the dispatch center. Nothing could be further from the truth. She left for personal reasons and personal reasons only. It had nothing with the closing of the dispatch center. The second misstatement was that the county had incurred $7.3 million in new debt. That is just absolutely false, and I want to make that clear. This article and several statements by some misinformed individuals, which really should trash the county and its elected officials and employees, has led to additional unfounded rumors that have no foundation in fact whatsoever. Additionally, the county in the past 21 months has made every effort to be as transparent as possible about the county's financial situation in 2010 and 2011. The facts are as follows. The county has incurred no new debt. The $7.3 million inherited by this Board of County Commissioners from the previous board is the debt consisting of two notes. The first being the certificate of participation for $5.3 million for the rebuilding of the Justice Center, and two, the tax anticipation note executed on January 8th before the former commissioners left office, 2009, for $2,037,500. That note became due on September 15th, 2009. We ended up having to pay back $2,078,041. That $78,041 was interest, loan origination fees, and points. This board consolidated the two notes into one note in October 2009 with a small reduction in principal at a more manageable payment of approximately $508,000 a year. For a period of 20 years, the note will be amortized over a period of 25 years. There will be a balloon payment in 2028 of $2,699,662, Norm. Did you get that?
Yes, sir.
Thank you. With continued prudent management, we anticipate that we will be able to pay this off in less than 20 years. This is a little bit like your home mortgage. Very few mortgages go for 20 or 30 or 35 years. People refinance them. And I believe that with the cuts that we've made, with staying on top of the budget situation, even with the reduction in home values, that we will be able to keep this thing under control, provided future commissioners might get carried away with spending. The inference that commissioners did anything improper by refinancing the debt is ridiculous. Using the county resources as collateral is nothing more than a prudent business decision, and at a very reasonable interest rate. We're paying 2 points over prime right now for that money. Banks will not lend money unless you put up collateral. Since January 2009, the county has taken the following steps to bring the county expenditures in line with current income. The county has reduced the total number of employees from 192 in January 2009 to 145 as of October 7th, 2010. That's a reduction of 25%. The total monthly general fund payroll has been reduced from $569,814 in December 2008 to $377,731 in October 2010, a monthly savings of $192,082, or approximately 33%. The total road and bridge fund has been reduced, or payroll has been reduced, from $236,519 in December 2008 to $173,641 in October of 2010. That's a monthly savings of $62,956, or approximately 27%. The county consolidated the Kiowa Road and Bridge Department and the Simla Road and Bridge Department into one department to more effectively utilize our manpower and resources. Moreover, road complaints are down by more than 50% in Elbert County. One of the things that we inherited when we took office was the 17-21-106 disaster. That piece of roadway, 4.5 miles, for whatever reason, they decided to put down recycled asphalt, and it did not hold up, and they wanted to call it a paved road. We had more complaints. We had complaints coming in every day, email complaints, telephone complaints. The new head of the Road and Bridge Department decided there was only one way to take care of this situation. First of all, have an engineering report. And what we found out with that report was that there was inconsistency in the oil content of the asphalt. There were soft spots in the road. Some of the potholes were almost a foot deep. Del Schwab and I drove that roadway several times. It was a total disaster. We needed to take some immediate action to correct that. And today that 4.5 miles is covered with 4.5 inches of asphalt compacted to 3.5 inches and should be a 20-year roadway. That was a very major step in correcting a problem that we inherited, and it was a real mess. The 17-21-106 is a shortcut between Elbert and Elizabeth. Many people use it. In addition, the county consolidated the building department and the community and development services into one department under one director. The county closed the dispatch communications center due to the high cost per call and to avoid needed expensive upgrades. The outsourcing of the service to Douglas County will provide significant savings to the county in future years. The overallocation of $1 million in clerk fees to the general fund will be corrected by the end of 2011 or early in 2012. This mistake was discovered by personnel in the Treasurer's office, and it's anticipated the fund will show a positive balance in the near future. Total general fund expenditures in 2011 are anticipated to be $7,782,665, or 8% less than the expenditures in 2010, which were $8,444,129, Norm. The District Attorney's Office has agreed to a 15% reduction in Elbert County's contribution to the 18th Judicial District. This will be a savings to Elbert County of $51,200. Barring any unforeseen emergencies, it is now anticipated Elbert County will finish the year with a balanced budget and meet all financial obligations through January and February without having to borrow any additional funds or doing any transfers in the county. In addition, we will be submitting a balanced budget on December 15th to the state for 2011. One question that several people have asked recently: could the commissioners have cut the budget for 2010 by $2 million in order to pay off the $2 million tax anticipation note taken out by the former commissioners? In theory, yes. But we would have to have reduced our staff by an additional 40 employees, cut hours and close the county building one additional day per week. In other words, we would have been open 3 days a week. These layoffs would have significantly impacted the sheriff's office, road and bridge, and social services. County citizens expect a certain level of service, and I think we as elected officials have provided those services over the past 2 years. In conclusion, the past 2 years have been challenging. We have made some very difficult decisions. I personally believe that we are on the right track and the county is on a sound financial footing. Thank you all very much.